How are all you wonderful people out there doing today? Rideshare Professor, checking in this morning. Had a great night with my kids yesterday, basketball tournaments. And what I want to share with you this morning, my friends, is that beyond driving, hands on the wheel, I preach this in my channel. There are so many ways to monetize yourself, right? Whether you go out and also create your own limousine, private company with your existing car, obviously you've invested into that. Whether you set up an Amazon store, affiliates, and start selling products, anyone can do that, right? Whether you build a website, whether you build a cool portal to promote your codes, the bottom line is all of these things have one thing in common, and they need traffic. They need a lot of web traffic. People need to see your pages. People need to see the tools that you are promoting through Amazon, right? And how do we attack that? I always say spend as little money as possible and get the highest return on traffic. That means you have to put in the hours, but you don't necessarily have to put in the money, right? What is Rideshare Professor talking about here? So back in 2002, when I was operating one of my first .coms, I sold that for in and around $7 million, that .com. And then afterwards proceeded to sell two other .coms after that, one of them being handshake.com. I sold for an absolute fortune, right? Which company did I turn to at that time? It was the Google AdWords, right? At that time they had Overture, Yahoo bought it. And you were serving ads in the search engines and you were bidding on these keywords, right? So for example, Uber sign-on, right? Uber driver app. Although those are three words, those are considered keywords, right? Could be one to multiple words, comma separated, that comprise a keyword. That's what the people search for online. And then they come across these paid ads. Back then in the day, and I'm going to come right to the topic and explain how this all fits in and how you're going to benefit and how you're going to save money, is that back in the day, you would get a ton of traffic for very little money. I would spend probably in and around $20,000 to $30,000 on my apartment rental network just on keywords, right? On AdWords and Overture. But I got millions and millions of views to my national apartment site at the time. Today, and I'm going to show and back you this up in the next screen here, is that if you set up an account on Google AdWords with your Gmail and you think you're going to drive traffic to your YouTube channel or you're going to drive traffic to your blog or to your website and pay for those clicks, forget about it, and I'll show you why. I started the campaign just to show my viewers, my subscribers, that don't do it. I'll show you what they're charging you. More important than AdWords, my friends, is looking on this side. Everything here in blue, I consider powerful free social media platforms. Facebook, every one of you, I'm sure, 99% of you have a Facebook page. Well, you can easily add your business page to that. They've set it up for you. You can enter all your codes there. You can then start using your phone. You don't even have to buy an expensive camera. And you can do YouTube videos like I do, the one that you're watching right now, create your own channel. You can then tweet out, photos that you've taken in and around the city, tips that you've taken, want to give in and around the city, videos that you've taken in and around the city. You can tweet them out. You can Instagram, and there's several more, but I'd consider those the most powerful four versus spending all the money here on AdWords. Now, if I go to the AdWords section for a second here, this is what the interface looks like when you set up your AdWords campaign. You get to create your ad. Here it is on that side. I said join Uber and Lyft. Forgot to add a referral code. I put in the URL Rideshare Professor. Get the best training and bonus. Join Uber and Lyft with the Rideshare Professor. Right? That's my ad, and they limit you on words, on letters, so it's short and sweet. That is what you are going to see on top of the Google searches, right? When you're conducting searches on Google, you will see these paid ads, right? It's that tiny little icon right over there. You see that? That's what it looks like. Oh, shit, right over there. AD. You will see it on top. Now, Uber and Lyft pay insane money. Insane. They must pay at least a few million, 5-10 million a month at least, just to try and dominate that position, that rivalry right there, right? But now I set up the campaign, and I only wanted to run it for one day. And I'll tell you why. In that one day, my specific keyword, and I used one keyword, was searched 161 times. It was clicked on twice. There it is. And the amount that I spent, folks, for those 2 clicks is $13.71, right? That's $6.50. That's over $6.85 for one click, right? And usually what I learned over the years from my various .coms that I operated, that it would take 100 clicks to get a sale. If 1% of the 100 actually took action on your website and signed up under your code, bought your product from your affiliate program, whatever it may be, look what I'm paying. If on 100 clicks, 50 times that amount, I'm paying at least $650. Forget about it. You're not making money. In some cities, you get a $25 referral. Why spend $650 to make $25? I tell you what, 16 years ago, it was the other way around, right? You would spend $30 and you'd make $100. Those were the days. But they've become so greedy here at Google. They know it's their moneymaker. They know that people want that prime positioning, especially on homes and houses and cars, on Las Vegas casinos. These guys pay in excess of $15, $25, $30 per click, right? I here paid about $6.50 per click. Moral of the story, anyone that wants to drive traffic to their rideshare platform, to their rideshare blog, do not spend the money with AdWords. I just showed you here. Now, they will obviously break it down for you. Where did the clicks come from? Was it from a smartphone? Was it a computer, a tablet? Okay, statistics will play a role. Do I spend more money on building out apps? Do I spend more money on setting up websites? That does come into play. My search phrases, I had started off with 48. I literally only let one stand. That's Uber sign up promo. I let it stand for one day. And to show you, I was willing to pay about $370 a month based on that one keyword only. You know, had I used multiple keywords, I can tell you that number would have gone through the roof. I mean, the traffic that they could have supplied me would have gone through the roof, and my costs would have escalated sky high. But I capped it there on a $12 daily average, and I ran this for one day, right, on the 4th of December, just to show my subscribers and supporters, this is not where you get traffic. This is not where you get subscribers. This is not how to do it. You go back to the proven methods, my friend, and those are to set up your social media platforms. No excuses. Within an hour, you could have set up 4 accounts, free accounts on these, right? Always make sure you write down your username and password, because you want that in a Word document or an Excel file that you can, like, oh my gosh, my Facebook login was a little bit different to my YouTube login. Okay, so you don't get confused and forget these words, right? But start building those out. I always say spend about an hour a day building out those 4 platforms. I happen to put the most of the weight on YouTube, then Facebook, and then others, right? Blogs, etc. But you're more than a driver. You're also a marketer. And as soon as you have some sort of social media presence, as soon as you're promoting codes, remember, you're now functioning as a business. You want to may look at your tax classification in a different way, because you don't want to really now appear as an individual. Now you have costs. You have marketing costs. You can assign a part of your apartment, your home, as an office cost, and write all of these expenses off. You're now running a business, right? You're not just a driver. So I highly, highly encourage my friends to look into this. I always welcome questions. I purely today, with this exercise, wanted to show you that free social media is the way to go versus paid online marketing, which makes no sense. As you can see, I froze that campaign on day one. You know, why would I let that campaign run for 7 days and run up $90 to $100 fees for 7 times 2 clicks? For 14 clicks, $90. Come on. I'm not going to get that return of investment as far as marketing dollars go, right? I will on the other side on free social media because it's so competitive, right? You'll have Vimeo, you have YouTube, you have all these video channels competing against each other. You have a few big, like social platforms like Facebook. Remember back in the day, it was MySpace. You got great marketing, and I used MySpace big time for marketing back in the days in the early 2000s, right? But these companies are here to stay, both of them. The big companies can truly afford Google AdWords. Everything's in reverse. I'm getting screwed up here. And the free ones are more or less for the smaller companies. You know, for us guys that are trying to drive traffic to our YouTube channel, you will see that rideshareprofessor.com, I defaulted that to my YouTube channel. Why? Because that's where I feel I have the most help to offer the drivers, right? Because they get to see all my videos. And folks, if you, just to throw in here, if you forgot to add a referral code, because this is a great way to promote your codes, right? And just look on the app, it says the invite, click on that, more details, it'll tell you your invite code. That invite code is worth a lot of money to you, I can tell you that. If you forgot to add that code when you signed up and you, oh my gosh, I did not put a referral code, I just signed up straight away. I show you beneath this video, step by step, how to get your bonus, your referral bonus, your guarantee retroactively with Uber and Lyft. So you do get paid. Even though you're driving and you forgot to put it in, we will still get you paid, right? They owe you that money. So questions, my friends, as far as free social media versus paid online marketing goes, on the paid online marketing, I just use the most powerful tool, the Google AdWords, but I said it is way, way too expensive. I hope I backed it up with enough evidence to show you that I will not be spending money there. I hope you will not be spending money there. If Uber and Lyft want to battle it out on the top of the Google search engine, by all means, let them spend the millions that we don't have. But the other side, the blue side here, that's our playground. That's where we're going to drive around. Drive safe, my friends.